Okay, I've got Chili with me. Basically, today was the emergency drill that we've attempted at Isegen. It's part of our MHI requirements where we do this drill once a year. We've coordinated with different role players, Durban Metro, the fire department, Cecil Gas in terms of the response time, and also the ambulance. So we've implemented a scenario where we had a leak, a gas leak, igniting into a fire on the metering station, the CMS metering station.
The purpose of us coming out today is basically to oversee the performance that is expected from different companies and anybody in general when an emergency breaks out.
We then contacted the Durban Metro together with Cecil Gas, and we acted out in a scenario where we had a single casualty who was treated on site at our clinic by our sister, and the fire department was used to put out the fire. We isolated the main supply gas valve and enacted the entire scenario in about an hour.
The only way that you can really be ready for an emergency is by something that we call drills. A drill is where we do like a scenario, we'll do a simulation of a real incident, and then our response to that incident is what's going to determine what we're going to do in a real incident.
We obviously focus a lot on training. It's a small company based in Sapref, and we use the opportunity to train our in-house firefighters. So the guys who've attempted to control the fire are process controllers, operators on the plant. It's throughout the year training. We've got BA training as well, so the guys are trained in the operation and the use of firefighting equipment, personal protective equipment, BA training BA sets for breathing, so and also obviously emergency response, risk assessments on the metering station. But in summary, we have a scenario like this once a year.
What was carried out today was quite impressive, where we had the fire teams dress up, and their main aim was the safety of one of their down colleagues. So they had to get him out of what we call a hot zone, get him out of there, bag him, making sure that he's stabilized and put into the trauma board, and also they stabilized his neck. If he had fallen and he had any cervical injuries, that would have minimized or lessened the chance of it getting any worse. And then he was transported and his burns were seen too.
To kick off this debriefing, before I say anything,
I think there were many lessons learned, but if we had to summarize, the two big ones for me was the roll call, which is something that I think generally in a scenario like this is always an issue. We had the first call come in to say that we had a full roll call, which was not possible because we had a casualty. So it's something that we're going to work on. In terms of the load shedding that we're experiencing, our systems, our servers were down, and that caused more issues in terms of the roll call. And the second is a communication between the emergency services, Metro, Cecil Gas, in terms of their feedback, and also the ambulance. We had issues with that, so it's something that we're going to look at together with the outside contractors. Just a thank you to the guys who actually helped, assisted in the firefighting. Big thank you to the Durban Metro, the guys who responded, and also Springlights Gas for their feedback and coming out to site. Thank you very much.